G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Guilford from the Tri-Battle Pack from GMT, and we're about to go on with turn 3. Righto, so first thing again, the initiative segment, and the Brits really want to go first, so they're going to spend their last momentum to give them a +2. Both sides have a +1 to their initiative roll. So +2 gives them a 9 to the American 8. So the Brits will be first again. Okay, so movement, no reinforcements. There's no disrupted or shattered units for the Brits. There's no pinned units for the Brits. So it's strategic movement. And what we want to try and do this time is take out some of these buggers. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll leave Webster here to take out this rifle unit, but I'm going to bring O'Hara back here to try and take out this rifle unit, like that. Von Bose will come back up into here, like that, and we'll try and take out some of these poo heads. And I think what we might do is bring our arty forward 1, 2, and put that with O'Hara. Like that. And then what we're going to do is bring Cornwallis forward. No, we're going to go after Washington's Dragoons, I think. Let's see how Tarleton does with that. So he can go up there with the Guards and Cornwallis. And that way he can't run away because we've got some horse there as well. And we'll do it like that. Rally phase, nothing for the Brits. Defensive artillery, theirs is way out of range and got no line of sight. Rifle fire phase, again, will be the Jaegers against Lynch and Lynch against the 33rd. So again, the Jaegers are going to need a 9 and Lynch is going to need an 8. So Jaegers, no good. Lynch, oh, he gets a hit. Okay. So now he fires, he gets a 3. Rifle fire against non-arty, -1 army morale point. And the Brits are down to 12, the same as the Colonials now. Righto. Okay, now the rifle unit here is actually going to go after the arty. So I think it will. So it's adjacent for a 7. Going after Artie. So it needs a 6 or better. Gets a hit on the Artie and rolls a 4, which is a disruption. Okay, and the Artie goes back 1, 2, 3 into there. Or in fact, 1, 2, can't. Yeah, it can go into here, but then that's no good. Yes, it will go into there, in fact. Like that, and we'll just put a rally on me on there so we don't forget. Okay, and that's one less again for the Brits, so they're down to 11. Okay, and then we have 2 rifles here, and they're going to fire at Fraser's, so they're combining their fire. So we have a strength 2 now, which is a 6. Target's in light forest, so a 7. And, oh, they got a 6. Unlucky. Okay. So, rifle fire is done. We're into close combat. So, again, what we have here is 6 to 1. In fact, we're just not going to use our rifle. Our lead unit will be the 33rd this time. So it's going to be 5 to 1. We don't need it. So 5 to 1. We have a +2 for the 33rd. We have a +1 for the leader. Takes us to +3. Any defending is a rifle. So we're at +4. All defending units are militia. We're at +5. And then for them, they have a +1. So we're down to 4. No attackers or rifles, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's that. So we're at a 4 to 1 is the best we can get. 4 to 1 +4. So it comes down to tactics again. So for the Brits, they are engaged with a leader. The opponent has no leader. Flank is possible. So again, withdrawal plausible. Table 5, die 10. A 5 this time. Attack on echelon. And for the defender, he is engaged without a leader. And withdrawal is plausible. Table 1 for a die 8. He gets a 6, which again is an attack on echelon. So that's a 0. So we're at 4 to 1 +4. And we get an 8 +4 is 12. Okay. So straight up we gain a momentum for the British again. And they lose 2 steps. They only have 1. So that's an eliminated unit again. So it's a +1 -1. So +1 for the Brits takes them to 12, -1 for the Americans takes them to 11. And then we have advance. Okay, and then we have the same thing here again, where we have 3, 5, 6. We'll use the Grenadiers as the lead against him. So again, we're looking at a max of a 4 to 1. Going through it again, we have a +2 for the unit morale. We have another +1 for the leader is 3. Defender is a rifle unit, is 4. And that is that. And his is a -1, so that gives us a 5. Wow, 4 to 1 at +5. Okie dokie. Oh, hang on, I think I looked at the wrong one then, didn't I? Oh, no, that was right. Yeah, 2 losses. Yep, okay. So, tactics again. We're going to be looking at the Brits engaging with a leader. Opponent has no leader. Flank is possible. Withdrawal is plausible. Table 5 for a die 10. Gives us a 9, which is turn flank. Okay, and then for our little rifleman, engaged without a leader, withdrawal is plausible. Yep. Table 1 again for a die 8. And he gets a 2, which is withdraw, which gives us a 0 modifier. Okay, so 4 to 1 at a +5. And we get a 4 plus 5 is 9, is a DC. Captured, defender's choice. Well, he's only got 1 there, so we've captured that unit as well. So capture unit, +1, -1. So the Brits go up to 13. The Americans have now fallen down into fatigue, so their morale across the board is -1. Okay. And then we'll advance. And then we have the last one here. Again, we'll use Van Bose and we'll use Lee. So it's 6 to 4. So it's a 3 to 2. We're going to have to use the rifles. Otherwise, it's going to be even worse. So we have a 3 to 2. Okay, so from the British point of view, we have a +1, a +2. Any defending is a rifle, yes, so we're up to 3. Any attacker, no, 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 no. And for the defender, we've got a +1, so we're down to 2 for their lead unit. And that's it. So we have a 3 to 2 at +2. So looking at tactics again, the Brits are engaged with a leader. The opponent has no leader. Flank is possible. And withdrawal plausible again, so it's a D10 for the Brits. They get a 9, which is turn flank again. And for the Americans, they're engaged without a leader. Withdrawal is plausible. So again, table 1 for a die 8. They get a 5, which is attack on echelon. So we have another +1. So we go up to 3 to 2 at +3. And we roll a 4 plus 3 is 7, which is disrupted. So Lee's Legion is disrupted and goes back 3. 1, 2, 3 that way, which gives us disrupted is a -1 for the Americans. They're down to 9 now. And now we have to do our morale checks, and their morale is down by 1 from the army morale. So they're down by 2. So they need a 7 to pass. First guy passes. First rifle unit needs a 6 to pass and fails and will retreat 1. And the other rifle unit needs a 5 to pass and passes and will stay like that. Okay, so a little bit of movement that time. And then we have our final over the back here. Okay, so we have, we'll use the 1st Battalion of the Guards as the lead unit. We have 4 against 2 because he's by himself. So it's a 2 to 1. Okay. For the attacker, we have a +1, +2 for the morales. Any attacker is mounted dragoon against disrupted or shattered. No, 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 no. Defender is a +1 as well. So we're down to +1. Well, that's that. Any attacker's rifle? No, 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 no. So 2 to 1 at +1. Okay. Tactics. Again, the Brits engaging with a leader. The opponent has no leader. Flank is possible. And withdraw is plausible. So again, table 5 for a die 10. And we get a 9 again, which is turn flank. And for the colonials, they're engaged without a leader. Withdrawal is plausible. So it's a die 8 on table 1. And we get a 2, which is withdraw. So it's a withdrawal with the turn flank is a 0 modifier, so we're at 2 to 1 +1. Okay. And we roll a 5, +1 is 6 at 2 to 1 is a retreat. Okay. So he retreats 1 like that. And we'll just put the guards forward. Yeah, with Tarleton. No. Tarleton will stay to protect Cornwallis and the artillery. Like that. Righto. So that's the end of that, and we go into the second player turn for movement. So there's no reinforcements. Disrupted units can move a hex. I'm going to move this fella onto this fella, and I'm going to move this fella onto this fella like that. No pinned units, so movement. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to take this guy on for sure, but we don't want to take on both stacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these fellas to here and these fellas to here like that. We're going to get these guys out of dodge, I think. So 1.5, 3 to there, and he can go there and he can go there, that's fine. Now we have 2, 4 there, so this will come up to here, and we have 2, 5 there. Can I get any more in there? I can't really get any more in there, can I? Yes, I can. We'll pull this guy. Oh, he can't command them, but he can command them. Righto. So this guy is going to come back 1, and these 2 will go in like that. Yeah. In fact, he'll come back with him like that. It's not going to be pretty, but it's about the best I can do. Now, these guys over here, all I want to do with them is I want to bring this guy forward. So that's 1 plus 1 for downslope is 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to bring this guy down to here and this guy down to here. So we've got the road covered off here. Now, Washington's Dragoons we might actually have a go. We might have a go. Why not? We need to get something back, that's for sure. Okay, so defensive artillery fire. Oh, sorry, rally phase first. So we'll try and rally this guy. Now they're at a -1, so he needs a 6 or better and fails, which is a bit sucky for him. And he's at a +1, so he needs a 5 or better, and does rally. Okay. So I'll need a rally on me on there. Okie dokie. Rally's done. Defensive artillery, no, because it's disrupted. Rifle fire. Okay, so I've got no rifles back here. There's no rifles here. There's no rifles anywhere. They're all here now. Yeah. So there's no rifle fire this time. Righto. So it's close combat. So we have 12 against 6. Grenadiers, again, will be the lead unit here. And the Henry County will be the leader here, lead unit here. So we have 2-1 for the colonial attack. Righto, they are engaging with a leader. The opponent has a leader. Flank is possible by this unit to there. And withdraw is plausible. So again, they're going to use table 9. It's a D8. And they get a 8. Refuse flank. Okay. And for the Brits, engaging with a leader, opponent has a leader. Flank is possible. We can always flank to here. Withdraw is plausible. So again, table 9 for a die 8. And we get a 3, which is attack on echelon. So it's a -1. So they're 2 to 1 with a -1, but I haven't done the other bloody shit, have I? Because I'm an idiot. Okay. So the attacker benefits, morale of the lead unit is a -1, which is -2, but with the leader is a 1, so he's a 0, so that's -2. Yeesh. No defenders or rifles, nobody's shattered, disrupted. Any attackers mounted dragoons, no. Against that, no, so that's that. This is going to be nasty for them, but it's the best they could do. So for the Brits, they get +2 for the Grenadiers, +1 for there, so we're at -5 now. Any attacking unit is a rifle, no. All attacking units are militia, no. See, we've got one state troop in there. And that's it. So it's a... Ouch. 2 to 1 at -7. And they roll a 0. Oh, that's an AC. Captured, attacker's choice. Okay. Well, let's make it... we'll leave it as the Henry County. Captured, +1, -1. So the Brits go up to 14, the Americans go down to 8. And then we have to do our morale checks. Okay, so first unit is at -1, +1, -1. So he needs a 6 or better. And fails miserably and retreats. Next one's the same and retreats. So he'll go back with them. And then we have a 0, so we need a 6 or better. And he's fine. And a 6 or better, and he's fine. And a 7 or better, and he's fine. So they all hold their ground. So these little fellas here can advance. No, they can't. Defenders don't advance. Okay, last attack over here is a 1 to 1. So Tarleton against the 1st Battalion of Guards is a 1 to 1. Okay. Morale of the attacking unit is +1, -1 for the army morale, so is it 0. No leader. No. He's got no positives. Defender is a 1, so therefore we have -1. There's no leader. There's no militia or anything else. So that's it. So it's a 1 to 1 -1. Tactics-wise, they are both engaged without a leader and withdraw is plausible. So it's a die 8 on table 1. So for the Continentals, they get a 5, which is attack on echelon. And for the Brits, they get an 8, which is skirmish. So it's a +1. So it's a 1 to 1 with no DRM. One to 1, no DRM. Here we go. A 3. And that's attacker retreat. So he goes back one. And that's that. So at the end of turn 3, where the Brits are winning the battle of attrition, and that's what they're really trying to do. As you can see from the army morale track, not looking good for the Continentals at all, and they've lost 5 units so far, which is pretty nasty. Yeah. Now, that unit actually only started as a 1-step, so I'll just leave it in like that, because that's going to affect the victory points and so forth. So, again, not too bad. Look, how can I put it? The Continentals are holding. Yeah, they're getting chewed up, but they are holding. And if that was the name of the game, then that'd be fine. But the trouble is they're getting worn down, and it's the victory points that are going to bite them on the bum. The Brits really have only, they haven't even really crossed that fence line yet. We've come up to the flank of it here, but that's about it. And not doing greatly, that's for sure. And I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can, but yeah, it's getting messy, that's for sure. But 3 turns to go. We'll see what happens. So when we come back, it'll be turn 4, which is the turn 11 of 13, and we'll be right to go. So again, thanks very much, and take care. Bye for now.